Hello Israel, it's Red Planet coming to you again with another video. I want to give all praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, the Creator. Okay, I got this video talking about different foods and how it's made and what we should and should not eat. Let's get into it, Israel.
By scientists. Does that sound good? Does that sound tasty? Well, let's talk about what's going on. Right now, there are a few companies, that are in the business of making alternative food options, such as plant-based meat. And these companies have come up with methods to create plant-based meat that looks and tastes like the real thing. And what really pisses me off is that these products are not intended for vegetarians or vegans. They are intended for people that eat meat, leaving those with the impression that this is a better choice overall, when the truth is, this is the worst kind of junk food you can consume. It is amazing how human beings can take something like the manufacturing of plant-based meat and turn it into a disgusting, vile process.
So everything that look good ain't good for you, Israel. It's best to just sing like just grow your own vegetables and just become a vegetarian. Because who want to eat something that was made in a lab when you don't know what they're putting in it? Don't know how it's going to make your body feel. Something to think about, Israel.
First of all, if you're eating soy, you're eating garbage, and it will affect your health negatively. The US, Brazil, and Argentina together make about 80% of the world's soy production. China imports the most soy. You know, these meatless meat companies have the gall, the audacity. They actually have the balls to tell all of you that beef production causes so much deforestation and greenhouse gases, as soy production is right behind beef when it comes to deforestation and displacement of farmers and indigenous peoples. And of course, that carbon footprint thing is a scam. A lot of the soy that is produced is fed to farm animals, including cows and dumb humans. Soy production started in China, but they found a way to ferment it to make it healthier because it just wasn't fit for human consumption. You and other vertebrates produce a digestive enzyme called trypsin. Without enough trypsin, you can get stomach cramps, diarrhea, even internal bleeding. Guess what? Soy has what are called trypsin inhibitors, or in other words, it slows down the activity of trypsin. Not good. Want to know what else is not good? Too much phytoestrogen. It's in several healthy food sources, but soy has it more than any other food. And this phytoestrogen mimics the estrogen that your body naturally produces. See, most people think that because it comes from a plant, it must be safe, when nothing could be further from the truth. Those soy estrogens will bind to your receptors, replacing your own estrogen. Soy is also goitrogenic, meaning that it will keep your thyroid from getting the necessary nutrients like iodine that it needs. Soy is also so undigestible it has to be fermented first before a human can eat it. And because of phytates, you're getting extra mineral blockage in your gut because of this plant. And because of all the genetic engineering and cross-contamination, soy is flavorless now. It has no taste. Yes, you can get your hands on organic soy or non-GMO soy, and I wish you luck if you truly believe that it's organic. Now, these are the problems with soy, just on its own, before it gets processed to make plant-based meat. But there's another problem with what they're doing now to produce this meat. You see, there are two things that make the texture and taste of real beef, and that is the aroma and the blood. So what have these jackass scientists done? Well, they've been had the aroma part down, and now they have found a way to make their plant-based meat bloody. In our bodies, in our blood, inside the red blood cells is a protein called hemoglobin, which gives blood its red color and is ultimately responsible for carrying oxygen from the lungs to and throughout the body. Heme is the non-protein iron-rich compound in hemoglobin, and these plant-based meat companies, such as one in particular, pride themselves for being able to replicate heme. But do not be fooled by this word, as heme is a Greek word that literally translates to blood. And what they have done is they have genetically engineered yeast to produce excess quantities of this heme, called leg hemoglobin, or legume blood. Let me ask you all a question. How many plants do you know to exist that when you cut into them, they bleed? So you take that processed soy and mix it with this man-made blood and a few other unhealthy ingredients, and voila, you've got yourself some bloody plant meat. Now, the major problem with this is hemochromatosis, which is excess iron in the blood, which causes liver damage, heart disease, digestive problems, and death. I know there are veggies that have loads of iron, like spinach, kidney beans, lentils, and soy has a good amount of bioavailable iron, as people who are iron deficient can supplement their diet with soybeans to get their iron up. But
Israel, we do want to follow the Most High God of Israel's dietary laws and eat all natural foods. That's going to help our bodies and help us fight diseases and high blood pressure and cancer and all that other stuff. There is herbs and spices that's out there to help with things that you have or things that's going on with your body.
when you eat
That's going on with your body, Israel. We have to eat healthier. We have to change our way our way we eat. We have to change the things that we do, and the things that we cook, things we purchase out at the stores and supermarkets, things that we buy at the restaurants and fast food. It's not good for our bodies, Israel. It don't do nothing but just cause problems. We have to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I know it's hard because a lot of people enjoy eating meat. But it's not good for us. It's not good for us, Israel. Because meat, pork, and beef, chicken, it takes a long time for it to digest through your digestive tract. And for you, it takes a long time for you to get rid of it. It takes some days for it to actually really digest through your system.
plants for iron, you don't get all the iron because that type of iron isn't as bioavailable to humans than something like beef. Now add some heme to that already iron-rich soybean, and you have plant-based meat that has almost double the amount of iron than that of beef. And we have no idea how bioavailable the iron is in this laboratory-produced blood. Yuck. Understand, folks, and know that this meat compared to beef has almost double the amount of calories. 4 ounces of 95% lean beef has about 150 calories, where 4 ounces of this new meat has over 240 calories. Beef has about 6 grams of fat total, where this plant meat has 14. 4 ounces of beef has about 75 milligrams of sodium, and this crazy meat has about 370 milligrams. In 4 ounces, you get about 23 grams of protein in the beef, and you get about 19 grams of protein in the fake meat. So that's about right, except the protein in the fake meat is soy protein, which is not as bioavailable as beef, chicken, or whey protein. The 4-ounce cut of beef has no sugars, where the soy meat has about 1 gram of added sugar. And unlike beef, this bloody plant meat has a list of ingredients.
Like, I will never have to get waxed again.
I have very thick hair.
I'm a hairy person. I went from having to shave every day to not having to shave. Like the hairs that.
It has textured wheat protein, which is a byproduct of highly processed wheat. After you extract the oils and you get something that is similar in texture to real meat. Now, is that wheat organic or GMO, like almost all wheat? It has coconut oil, which is good, potato protein, which is not bad, and it is used because of its texture and gelling properties. It has a neutral taste, so it's a common meat replacement, and I suspect it is used in this product to keep the meat held together. It has natural flavors, which means that the source of the flavoring comes from a cooked plant or animal. And since natural is really undefined by the FDA, these natural flavors could be almost anything. By the way, if you think because a company voluntarily submits their information and testing to the FDA that it's a good thing, remember that this is the same regulatory body that approves pharmaceutical drugs that oftentimes kill people. This plant meat also has, of course, leg hemoglobin. It has yeast extract, which is another word for MSG or monosodium glutamate, which is an excitotoxin or neurotoxin. Did you know that? Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. This meat has added salt, soy protein isolate. Soy protein isolate, or SPI, is horrible for the body. It is soy that has been stripped of all nutritional value. It is extremely processed and may contain aluminum and hexane residues. It is probably GMO because it would say so otherwise. And this is where you get a lot of those trypsin inhibitors from this crap. Let's see what else. Konjac gum, which is from the Asian konjac plant. This is a fibrous substance. It can be healthy and it can be unhealthy if you're allergic. And it is not that good since it will slow down the metabolization of the added sugar they put in it. It also has xanthan gum, which is a thickening agent. It is used in salad dressing, baking products, ice cream, syrups, as well as glue, toothpaste, creams, lotions, shampoo, and other industrial products that you don't eat. But hey, the FDA said it was okay to put in food, so, you know. And the ingredient list goes on with some added vitamins for food fortification. Listen, everyone, I'm all for free enterprise and the ability to form your own company and growth and providing jobs. This is a scam. And these companies are trying to pull the wool over your eyes for mere profit. They don't give a freak about the environment or your health. If they did, these companies wouldn't exist. They only care about money and what they can achieve. These scientists don't give a crap. They are young and want to be credited for achieving what other scientists could not. This is not about healthier options. This is about controlling what you consume. You are what you eat. What's going to happen to you when you eat this over-processed junk? Yeah, most people are not eating burgers every day, but this is just the beginning. I know this isn't Soylent Green, but this product should not remind me of that movie. And I get it. One of the main reasons people buy into these food products is because they think it's cool and hip. They want to be Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty. Hey, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. I eat only plants, look at me. If what you think you are doing is right, folks, then humble yourself. Because most people who are actively vocal about this are more annoying than helpful. I don't know. It's not hard to look this stuff up. There are people who will sit there and let the FDA and these companies tell you what's healthy and what's dangerous. I'm telling you to be your own person. Stop relying on them to keep you healthy. Eat real organic food. Grow or raise it yourself if you can. Buy only fresh raw ingredients, and for God's sakes, make your own food that hasn't been cooked already. Your body will thank you for it. And by all means, stay clear of these companies that promote new processed food products, because you don't truly know what's in them or what they will do to you. I'm not here to destroy businesses or call out any one company by name. You know who they are, or you'll find out soon enough. Because these plant-based meat companies are not the only ones guilty of this type of scam. Why do you think mega fast food chains are selling this type of meat in their burgers? Because they are in cahoots. Why do you think these companies exist in the first place? And you wonder why fast food joints are selling the most of this meat. And as these companies are transparently vague, you pay the ultimate price with your money and your health. Am I the healthiest person in the world with the perfect diet? No. But I do know how to read food labels. And I know what certain labels mean and what certain ingredients that are hard to pronounce are. And so should you. Just takes a bit of due diligence, and you will feel more confident and comfortable about what you buy to consume. I know there are people out there who would rather remain ignorant of what is being sold to them. It is bliss. But at the end of the day, I will always favor the truth.